So we are moving to 6.4 producer surplus. So you can check the playlist for the rest part of this chapter, and even for the syllabus as well, for the semester 1 syllabus of economics major, University of Delhi. So producer surplus. In last chapter we had studied consumer surplus, so that was the difference between the willingness to pay and market price. But producer surplus is the difference between the market price and marginal cost. Okay, difference between the market price and the marginal cost. Let me show you that. So this is the market price. Okay. This is the market price, right? And this is the marginal cost. This area is the producer surplus. And how is it calculated? Half 1/2 multiplied with base of triangle and height of triangle. So producer surplus is when the goods are sold sold above this marginal cost. Okay, when the goods are, that is the price is P, that is P matlab the goods are sold at price P, which is more than the marginal cost. Okay, so that is when that gap is called producer surplus. Okay, so as we say, read now, half multiplied with the base of triangle and height of the triangle. So half, here let's see, half multiplied with base of the triangle. Base is 4 and height is 100 minus 20, 80. That gives you 160. Okay, this is the answer here. And when this market price shifts, that is when the market price increases. So this is the supply curve, and when this market price increases a bit, what happens? The equilibrium market price is also higher now. Thus the producer surplus increase. Right. When the market price increases from 100 to 120, the area also increased. Okay, earlier this was the area of producer surplus, but now this is also included in the producer surplus, right? So producer surplus will also increase. Here it is increased by 1/2 divided by the new quantity is 5, then the new price is $120. So the height is 120 minus 20, $100. So it is $250 now. Okay, increased to $250. 160 increased to $250. Next is from the short run to the long run. So I'll say that. So imagine, or let's say like this. Let's take the graph first. So this is the graph. So we move from daily supply decision to the long run, where seller can combine any quantity of labor and physical capital to maximize profits. Right. Even the buildings or machinery can be changed in the long run. So in the long run, for maximizing profits, anything can be done. So the long run is where no fixed factor of production, like even the machines and buildings are not still, like they can also be changed. They can be purchased, they can be expanded, they can be sold. Okay, if you have 3 machines and you don't have that much production or sales, now you can just sell one of the machines, so you can have that money, right? In short run, you can only change the production by hiring or laying off workers. If you have more production, hire more workers. If you have less production, less sale, you can just lay off some of your workers. But in long run, optimal combinations of workers and buildings can be done to achieve minimal average total cost for each output level. Okay, so profit, we know what profit is. Profit is the total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue means price multiplied with quantity. This minus total cost. Total cost means average total cost multiplied with Q. So this is profit. So coming to this diagram, okay, I'm just erasing all these things. Coming to this diagram, you can see here three curves. One is average total curve of small factory. This is small, this is medium, and this is large. So consider short run. So we are considering short run ATC curves, average total curves, total cost curves for three different plant size. One is small, then medium, then large. So these are the short run curves, okay. But in long run, short run curves of ATC, different plant sizes. But in long run, see in long run, the seller is able to choose the plant size that minimizes cost. He or she can change the fixed factor of production. So he can change the building, or let's say he can, as in the example, he can change the plant size. So in the long run, the ATC will lie below the other three short run ATCs. Okay. This is the long run ATC. This is the medium run ATC. This is the medium run. Then this is the. So here one is small run ATC. There is one line here. Okay. Somewhere there is a line. Okay. Then we have large sized ones. This has to be it. Okay. The thing is that whatever these curves may be, in the long run the ATC curve will be below all this, because in the long run the seller can maximize his profits by choosing the right plant size, by changing the factor of production. So average cost rises more in short run with increased production, because seller can only hire more or less labor according to the production. He or she cannot change the factors of production, fixed factors of production. But in long run, he or she can hire more labor and also purchase more fiscal capital as well. So the long run ATC will always be below other ATC curves. Next is, so this is the next graph that we are going to talk of. Okay, this graph. So here you can see this is the average total cost. First, when the production is increasing, the ATC is 1 minute. The ATC is decreasing. First, when the production is increasing, the production is increasing, like from 0 to 500 it is. But when the production increased at this time, the ATC was decreasing. Again, when the production was, when the production is from 500 to, let's say, 1400, the ATC is constant, somewhat like constant. Then with the production quantity more produced, the ATC is increasing. So there is another concept here that we need to study, that is economies of scale. The first word, like the ATC falls as the quantity produced increases, right? That is economies of scale. So here the long run ATC curve has a pronounced U shape. With this we can see the long run ATC curve is having a pronounced U shape. On the downward portion of the U, ATC decreases as output increases. This part. This is called economies of scale. Then you have constant returns to scale. That is when ATC does not change as the quantity produced changes. Then you have diseconomies of scale. That is when the ATC rises as quantity produced increases. This part. Okay. So sellers won't produce at A. I'm just tracing these things. So you can see another point here, A. So this long run supply curve is the MC. Actually it is a part of MC. Okay. Marginal cost curve. And this dotted line is also a part of marginal cost curve. But that is not considered as a long run supply as a supply curve in long run. That is, this dotted part of marginal cost curve is not considered as a part of supply curve in long run, but in short run it is considered. What can be the reason? So when the total revenue is lesser than total cost, it will be leading to a negative economic profit, right? Okay, I'll discuss that later. Now let's discuss this part. We know that so this here in short run we studied that this firm will be shutting down. There is a point where the firm will shut down in short run when the marginal cost curve is below below average variable cost, right? When it is below the average variable cost, the firm will be shutting down. Or let's say when it is between the average variable cost and average total cost. It will be better if I draw a diagram here, a small diagram here. Okay, so you see this is our marginal cost and this is our average total cost. Then we have average variable cost. Okay, so this is our marginal cost curve. Okay, this is the marginal cost, this is the average total cost, and this is the average variable cost. So here we can see in the short run, in the case of short run, if the MC curve is going below this ABC, that is at this part, the firm will shut down because it is a great loss, right? But if the MC curve is below ATC and ABC, the firm will continue production even though its revenue is lesser than average total cost. It is able to cover up all the variable costs and a portion of total cost. So in order to besides the loss, in order to cover a little part of sunk cost means the cost which is committed that cannot be recovered. So to cover some part of the sunk cost, the firm will continue its production. But in long run, that is not the case. They can change, there will be no sunk cost if they just sell their building or sell their machinery. Okay, so there will be no sunk cost in the long run. Thus, the firm can exit. So here it was shut down, but here shut down means it's for just a point, particular time. But it can exit. The firm can exit if the MC curve, here the supply curve, okay, is going below ATC. That is this dotted line. So if the MC curve is going below this ATC, the firm can exit. In the case of short run, it was when it went below the ABC curve. When it was between the ATC and ABC, definitely a portion of the cost were bared. Cost was able to get from their production, and also they had sunk cost, which cannot be recovered when committed. But here it is fine. They can sell their building or anything which is a burden for them here. Whatever the fixed cost of fixed factor of production, maybe they can sell that. So there will be no sunk cost here. So when there is a loss, that is when the marginal cost line goes below the ATC curve, that is at this part, when it goes below this ATC, the firm will exit. Okay, that's it. So that is all this is about. Yeah, I hope that is clear for all you guys. In the short run, the firm will shut down when it is below ABC curve only, when the MC curve is below ABC curve. But in the long run, the firm will exit when it is below ATC curve. MC curve is below ATC curve, and this dotted line is a part of MC curve. It is not considered as the supply curve in long run. Why? Because in the long run there will be no supply when this MC curve goes below the ATC curve. So that is not considered as a part of the supply curve. So yeah, so that is what all these things means from short run to long run. Next you have you can read all these parts. I have explained this. I don't know if I have managed to puzzle all you guys, but you can read it by yourself, so you may get a more idea on that after hearing my explanation. Okay. So next it is 6.6. So here we will be covering till firm entry and firm exit in this chapter. In this class. In the next class we'll be completing this chapter with the last topic of zero profits in long run. Okay. So first, a firm to the market in long run competitive equilibrium. The primary difference is that even though the number of firms in the industry is fixed in the short run, okay, in the short run it is fixed, but in the long run what happens, as I said earlier, they can sell the building, they can exit. If they are going unprofitably, they can exit. So in the long run, firms can enter or exit the industry in response to changes in profitability, because here in long run their ability to change both labor and physical capital exists. That's why. Okay, that is why firm entry and firm exit happens. So first let's talk about firm entry. Okay, so this is not the graph. Okay. Here, as you see, firm entry into an industry is when entry is unfettered by any special legal or technical barriers. Okay, the entry process continues until the last entrant drives the market price down to the minimum ATC. Matlab, so first let's see supply curve is here. Demand is same. Okay, demand is same. Demand is having no change, but I'm erasing my line. It's not a line. That's why. So first the supply curve is here, right? As other businessmen see that there is more profit in this particular field, let's say cheesecake factory, so if they see that there is there is more profit in this business of cheese or pizza, so in any business, more and more people will be entering to that business, right? Let's say now in Instagram we can see many more cloth brands, because people got that there is a space for business and profit in that particular field. So like that, if people see that there is a space for more profit, then definitely more and more people will enter into this production. Thus more products will be there in the market that to be sold. Thus the supply curve shifts rightwards, because there is more supply now. Earlier it was here, but now it is here, S2. Demand is same. So as the supply increase, there is more products to be sold in the market. Their price will decrease in order to increase the demand, right? Because people need to buy these things. So as there are more products that to be sold in the market, the price will be decreased automatically. From A, it is decreased to B so that people will buy it. So all these things happen in the long run, right? And also this exit will also happen only in the long run, or entry also, firm entry will also happen only in the long run. So till what point will this supply curve shift like this? So I will draw a point, one here. Let's say this is the demand curve. First the supply was here, again more people entered into the business, again more people entered into the business seeing the profit. So till what point this shifting to rightward continues? So that is till the point where the price is decreased. So first the price was here, then the price was, I'll change the color. Then first the price was here, then the price was here, then the price was here. So the price is decreasing and decreasing. So till what point will people enter? As long as people enter, the price will decrease. So till the point where the price reaches the minimum average total cost. We studied that in the long run the firms will only run their business till the point of average total cost. When their marginal cost is below the average total cost, they will stop the business. They will exit. So till the price reaching the average total cost, new entries will be here. So till the last entrant drives the market price down to the minimum ATC curve, this entry process will continue. Okay. So the market supply curve is the summation of individual firms' supply curve. Adding new firms causes the industry to provide higher quantity at any given price. An entry shifts the market supply curve to right. This shift will cause market price to fall. Okay. Next. So market price in a perfectly competitive industry is determined by intersection of market demand and market supply. And a right shift of the market supply causes S1 to S2 and lowers the market price from $1.13 to $0.9. E. In this graph you can see an E. So till this point the entries happen because this is the minimum of ATC. You can see the ATC curve here. If below that, so this is the MC curve, that is the long run supply curve. Okay. When the supply or this marginal cost goes below the ATC curve, that means there is a loss. This is long run. So definitely the exit will happen. So new entries will only happen till this minimum ATC. Below that it won't go. It won't go because it is a loss. No one is looking for some unprofitable things. Right. So yeah, that's it with there. And next is firm exit. That is beyond this. People will not enter because there is no incentive, right? No monetary incentive or no profit. So people definitely won't enter beyond that point. Next is firm exit. So just a second. Okay, yeah. So firm exit. From an industry, when exit is unfettered by any special legal or technical barriers, all firms, that is all firms are identical. All firms in the market are equally unprofitable and would prefer to exit. That is, so the first firm to exit will be the firm which have highest cost. So the exit from industry causes the market supply curve to shift leftward. When a firm has more cost of production than the revenue, the firms will exit. So this firm's exit of firm will causes less quantity of products in the market. That is, the supply is decreased now with the exit of firms. That is from S1, now it is in S2. Okay, from S1 it is now at S2. That is a leftward shift. The price will also decrease from A to B. Initially the price will decrease from A to B. So it is at this price B. Okay. It is at this price B, people will exit. At this new price, firms will exit, which will cause the market supply curve to shift to the left. Okay, I'm really sorry, I just made it to another part. Okay, sorry, I just made it ulta. So first what happens is that the firm's price will decrease from A to B. As there is more cost of production, the firm's price will decrease from A to B. The product supply price will be decreased from A to B. Thus the supply will decrease from S1 to S2, because there is less price only. When the price is decreased, people are not ready to sell more. The sellers are not ready to sell more as their profit is less at this point of decreased market price. So the supply will shift from S1 to S2. Okay. So at this new price, firms will exit. At B, firms will exit, and because they are making less out of that only, right? So firms will exit. This S1 supply will definitely decrease because of the market price, and also because of this exit, again it is added this less price adds to the market exit as well. Thus S1 is shifted to S2. Okay, S1 is shifted to S2. Then what happens? It will decrease and decrease, and like that it goes till a point when the demand increases, till the point where the demand or willingness increases. Okay, so at this point B, that is here I am marking it as T. Okay, and this point E, you see these 2 points and there is an arrow here. So as the market supply curve shifts to the left, it will move the equilibrium point to C. Okay, so first here, when it is moved to C, again from this point of the sellers will reach this point E. Okay, when there is a exit, when the firm exit reduces the supply curve, and as the supply is decreased, demand will decrease slightly. Thus from B the market price increases to C. Then again what happens? They will reach E. The sellers will reach the point E. So entry or exit causes the market to reach the minimum of long run ATC curve. Equilibrium quantity in the market might change due to market demand and supply shifts, but the equilibrium price always return to the minimum of long run ATC. So with that, we are done with the firm exit as well. So just memorize this thing. When will the firm exit? When the price decreases from A to B, the cost of production increases. Thus firms will exit. As the firms exit, the supply curve shifts to leftwards, as there is less products to be sold now, to be supplied now. So as the supply decreases, demand will automatically increase a little more. So from B, the price increases to C. Thus again from the point T, the sellers reach point E, which is the minimal of ATC. So that is about firm exit. So here it is saying that equilibrium quantity in the market might change, but equilibrium but the equilibrium price always return to the minimal of long run ATC curve. So with that we are done with this part as well. Next video we will be covering this chapter. So by then, happy learning.